What up you guys, my name is Allyn, they call me Lean, and welcome to my channel. For today's video, I am here with another first foundation thoughts, and the foundation I will be trying out today is the Flower Light Illusion Luminous Makeup Nude Skin Feel, and I am trying out the shade Tawny and 4. So you guys already know the deal with these first foundation thoughts. Usually what I do is give a rundown on the packaging, the price, where I purchased it, where you can purchase it, and kind of like my thoughts and opinions on like the first impression right when I put the foundation on my face, and then I kind of document my final look, and then document towards throughout the day of like how my face looks like, and then tell you guys my overall thoughts of the foundation. So yeah, if you guys want to check out my review and my thoughts on this foundation, then I guess we could dive right into the video. So you guys already know I have my hair put back with the ears I made myself, and I also prepped my face and worked on my brows, and I am here with another foundation review, and the foundation I will be trying out is the Flower Light Illusion Luminous Makeup Nude Skin Feel, and I'm trying out the shade Tawny M4. So to start it off, this is what the packaging looks like. This has like a white plastic top, and this has a glass bottle, which I got to say the drugstore is really killing it, I'm sorry, with the makeup game. Like, I feel like they are really like stepping up their game by like kind of getting feedback from customers and making everything look really nice. And if you guys didn't know already, Flower is actually a brand from Drew Barrymore, in case you were wondering, and I actually purchased this at Ulta. But anyway, so moving forward to the packaging, this is what it looks like, and I do love the kind of like goldish accent which is in a lot of the Flower Beauty makeup products. If you guys ever check out the makeup products, they also not only carry at Ulta but also at Walmart as well. And then as you can see here, if you can tell, there's like kind of like a seal where it kind of like holds together the top and the glass container, which you kind of know, like if the seal is broken, that means that someone probably tampered with it. And also in the back here, it pretty much lists that it's like kind of like an all-day wear, and it also has a broad spectrum SPF 18 sunscreen, and pretty much, like I said here, it has the barcode in the back and kind of like the drug facts, which, fun fact, a lot of products that have sunscreen in their, makeup products or things like that, they usually have like a drug facts, just so you guys kind of know what kind of ingredients you use, because sometimes there's people that are allergic to particular things. But yeah, I am very excited to try this out, mainly because one, summertime is coming up, and I definitely need to find a foundation that's a tad bit darker, because I have been out in the sun a lot, mainly because of my work, so I'm getting pretty tan, as you could tell. And I'm also pretty excited because it has SPF 18, which I feel like a lot of foundations don't really have foundations, or well, sunscreen in it, mainly because a lot of people don't like the flashback. I personally don't really mind it, mainly because I apply a lot of bronzer anyways, and also the fact that it lists that it's all day wear. So I am very curious today. I'm actually going to Disneyland, so I'm hoping that this wears really well. And also, this is my color. I actually kind of second guess in a sense, where I usually kind of look up particular like YouTubers that have the same shade that I am, and the girl that I follow, one of the girls, Alexis Jada, actually is a very similar shade to me, and so I decided to pick this up, and now I guess I'm gonna try this product out. Of course, before I kind of try this out, I kind of want to open this, and as you can see, it has a pump. And I have to also make a comment. I love the fact that it kind of has like a square like packaging. A lot of the foundations I've been trying out lately kind of have a more circular like tube, if you will, packaging, and I think this kind of like stands out from the packaging from not just like, drugstore, but also high-end as well, because I feel like a lot of people usually use like the black top and glass and icy container. But yeah, now I'm gonna try this out, and I actually have a kind of like palette here to pump out the product. And as you can see here, this is 3 pumps of foundation. As you can see, the pumps aren't really that big, but you can tell that this foundation is pretty thick because, like, obviously it's not, you know, leaking or spilling down, if you will. And now I'm gonna put on the foundation. So I'm gonna use my finger to kind of dot, and right away I can honestly say this doesn't really have like a scent, like you know, it doesn't have like a sunblock scent. I know a lot of people don't like scent, and which, by the way, I am using a new beauty sponge from EcoTools to apply this. And I, to be honest, been so lazy to damp my beauty sponges. I just feel like I get a better coverage when I don't, other than being lazy. And right away, as you can see, this is like kind of like a light first layer, and so far I feel like this is my color. I mean, usually I feel like everything is my color, like anything that I usually put on my face, which, by the way, I just pumped some more, kind of just to dot. And if you guys didn't know, usually I like to apply foundation mainly around, like, kind of like my bottom of my face area, just because I really need the most coverage around my cheek areas. And I kind of use like the excess makeup like on my forehead and on my nose. I am really trying to not put as much makeup on my nose area, mainly because, one, it gets really oily and super cakey. And for the most part, my forehead and my nose are kind of like really tan. I mean, I don't really need coverage on my forehead and my nose. It's mainly just my cheeks. And this is like a second layer, as you can see in the bottom. If you can tell the difference between my forehead and my cheeks, I would say this is definitely a yellow undertone. Which, by the way, I'm kind of realizing that I haven't really mentioned too much about undertones lately from the foundations I've tried. Because usually foundations that I do pick up are, for the most part, yellow. Unless if I mention, like, oh, it has kind of like this, like, pink undertone. But definitely, I would say, other than this not having a scent, which I think is great for anyone that's not a fan of sunblock, like the scent of sunblock, even though I personally like the scent of sunblock, I like that it has no scent. And I also like how lightweight this is. Like, surprisingly, I would think something with like kind of like an SPF would be more thicker, but yeah, this is just the second layer so far. But I'm definitely going to apply more because I do see like kind of like my little friend peeping out here, and I do see my scars. So I would definitely say this is definitely not a full coverage foundation. So me personally, I love full coverage foundation just because I just like it as a preference, because I have so many scars that I like to get rid of, and it, you know, allows me to use less concealer on my face. And also I'm gonna apply some on my ears because you don't want your face to not match your ears or your neck. But this does blend nice. It does blend nice, but I do wish this had more of a fuller coverage. So you guys, this is pretty much 4 layers on my face, and right away I can definitely say, one, you definitely will need to set this foundation. And as you can see, like, this is definitely what it lists. Like, it's definitely a luminous foundation. This is not mattifying at all. And to be honest, now I kind of feel like I look super tan. Like, I feel like I have like kind of like an orange tan. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but yeah, this is 4 layers. It's definitely not a full coverage, because if it was, it literally will cover my mole here, which you can kind of peep through this foundation. So yeah, now what I'm gonna do is actually finish up my face and then show you guys the final look. Really quick, before I finish my face, I did want to mention that other than buying this foundation at Ulta, this was actually $13.99, which is a little pricey for a drugstore. However, if you shop at Ulta, you guys do know that they have tons of coupons that you can always like Google online. Usually they have a $3.50 off $15, or they have a 20% off occasionally. And also, based on what I see on the website here, they have 12 different shades, and from what I remember, they have like a good amount of light, plenty of medium, and then I would say probably 2 or 3 deep, which isn't that bad considering it's 12 shades. I mean, usually it kind of runs that way. Like they kind of have like some light, tons of medium, and then they have some deep. But I feel like personally for a foundation that is pretty new, because I know that Drew Barrymore didn't release a foundation, a liquid foundation like this anyways until recently. I would say the shade range is pretty good for a start. But yeah, let me finish up my face and I will show you guys the final look. So you guys, this is the final look. What I did was add a simple cat eye, well, black cat eye, and to be honest, I did mess up on my cat eye, but my eyes really hurt, so I'm hopefully hoping anyways that my eye makeup does last. And I also put regular mascara. I would put fake lashes, but my eyes are really irritating, which by the way, I will add some eye drops right after this. And I pretty much just kept it simple with a bronzer, a blush, and my highlighter. And then I added a lippy. This lippy is ColourPop's Money Moves, which is ColourPop's Luxe lipstick collection. And to be honest, I don't know why, but I don't know if it's me, but I feel like the lipstick looks a little coralish red. And if you guys know, I usually wear more like mauves or dusty roses or pinks, but I guess I ain't mad about it. I need something different. And then I added the Fenty Gloss Bomb to top it off. But so far I feel like the foundation looks kind of light. I don't know whether it's the concealer I use, but I did top it off with my powder, which is a bit darker and kind of like helps my, I guess you could say, foundation and my makeup kind of sink in so everything looks the same. But so far I'm not really mad about it, but I do feel like I do see some crazy under my eyes already, but I'm gonna try to fix that. But in the meantime, in terms of the foundation, I did notice that some of it kind of went away as I was applying highlighter on my nose. Also, I will say that the texture on my face, I don't know whether it's my face improving. I don't see that much texture as I'm usually used to. And to be honest, I kind of wish I didn't do this first foundation thoughts today, because I realized I will be at Disneyland for a while. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. And right now it is 10:40 at the moment, and this is obviously the first check-in. So yeah, so far it's kind of cool. I definitely know I do need to set my face and check my face often. But in the meantime, let me show you guys a close-up of how my face looks like. Hey guys, so it is 12:33 right now, and I wanted to do a mid check-in of how my face looks like so far. Looking a little dewy, but of course the foundation is supposed to be luminous or dewy. I feel like I should add probably a little more blush, because like I feel like the blush is just chilling here, but it should be up there, and I don't know why. But everything seems to be in place. I haven't like repowdered this just yet, but I feel like I'm gonna do that because I'm going to do that and then use some setting spray. I also just filmed, so literally after my first check-in I filmed another video which might be up before this one, and then I went out to Target and Walmart really quick to find a toothpaste, which I don't know what's up with my Walmart and Target around here, but they seem to like really be lagging in terms of like stocking everything. But yeah, so far this is the first check-in. My face is okay, but I'm kind of just like, whatever, it is what it is. But I do like the fact it has sunscreen, so I'm gonna give it props. But yeah, this is my first check-in, and I'll definitely check in a bit. So you guys, I am here for the last check-in of the night. As you guys know, I've been at Disneyland, and I pretty much have had this makeup on for 12 hours. Really quick, this is how my face looks like. As you can see, most of the foundation has faded off, like around my chin, as you can see, and I'm starting to break out a little. Also, my forehead is faded, and even on my cheeks I have a little breakout here and here. But some of it has stayed on, as you can see. Like, you kind of sort of see my blush or bronzer, but for the most part it's like, it's faded, but it hasn't completely faded. Like, you can tell, like, it's still kind of covering my face, but it's definitely like made myself look a little dewier and oily. But yeah, this is the final check-in. In terms of how I feel about the foundation, I have to be quite honest. This is not a foundation I would use for all day, mainly because, one, I have kind of like a combination skin, so obviously around my oily areas it's not gonna be good for me to use, especially if I want to wear it all day. And literally I wore it for 13 hours, so as you can see, it didn't last. Also, I will say that for me, like, I prefer more mattifying foundations and more fuller coverage foundations. And yeah, this foundation, if I ever do use this again, it would be more for something I would use maybe for a couple hours, but not for something I would use for an all day. But I will say, the probably only thing I like about this that it does contain sunscreen. But yeah, if you have normal skin and dry skin, this foundation would be for you. But if you have oily skin, don't recommend this at all. But yeah, like the foundation, like, I'm not a fan of it, but I don't like completely hate it, because I kind of realized like this is a dewy foundation, so I'm gonna give it praise on that. But yeah, this is the final check-in, and now I'm excited to finally take out my makeup. And I hope you guys enjoyed this final, well, first foundation thoughts. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my first foundation thoughts on the Flower Light Illusion Luminous Makeup Nude Skin Feel Foundation. Of course, if I didn't mention already, I am in the shade Tawny M4, in case if you guys have the same shade as me or something similar to it. Also, I do have social media. I have an Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter, and all my social media handles are all a link to that. Also, if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave some love, and of course don't forget to subscribe. And I do upload videos every single week, so in case if you guys want to get notified when I upload, it's usually on a Tuesday. Click that notification button. And yeah, I don't know what else to say, but thank you guys again, and I hope you guys have a good day or good night or good afternoon, depending on what kind of time you guys are running on. And until next time, it's been real, and I'll see you soon. Bye!